Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. We're going to recreate this right here, and we're going to dress it up a little bit, but first we're going to start with the background. So go ahead and get your background layer wherever you find that. Google Images is a great place to look. And this is going to be what comes through the letters. So now we're going to make that stencil on top. So to do that, it's quite easy. Go ahead and grab a rectangle, make it bigger than your canvas, and fill it in with, I'm going to do white. You can do whatever color you want. I'm going to do white. Okay, so from there, you need your text layer. Now, I've already made my text layer, and I prepared this before time because this was actually most of the work, right? You don't just type and it comes out like that. In fact, let me recreate it. So I make my box that big, let's say. Okay, and now I'm going to go through here and say what I want in each line. Now I need to get this text to be the size and everything that I want it to. So once I get it to a good size, then I need to go through and do individual spacing. So this is most of the work, like I said, is just spacing. So you're going to get your text kind of where you want it. I need this to be longer, so I'm going to come here and stretch it just about as long as I can. That's pretty good. In fact, I want to make this even, so we know it'll be spaced evenly. And I'm going to stretch this to about right there. I'm going to stretch this guy as well. Okay. And now with this one, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to bring this in. I don't need the space that big. I don't want the space too much. And then I'm going to stretch this out to about right there. So that looks pretty good. Let me see how I get it on the other one. Yeah, about the same. So now from there, the fastest way to do this, I think, there's a lot of ways you can do this effect to punch out letters. The fastest way is just for me to grab W, hold Shift, and start selecting. Now, W is the magic wand tool that is selecting. You might get the quick selection tool, so if you do, make sure it's up here. There's two options under W. You might get the quick selection tool. Make sure to do Shift W and get that magic wand tool. Now that you have the letters selected, you can go to the rectangle layer. You can hide the text layer. Go to the rectangle layer over here and hit delete. Oh wait, first of all, we need to make sure our layer is editable. So why isn't a shape editable? Because it's still a vector. We need to rasterize this first. Rasterize layer. Now we can edit it. Hit delete. There's our stencil. From there, and I already have one made, I just want to show you some different effects you can put on it, like a bevel and emboss, what that looks like. Add a stroke, add a inner shadow. You can add a gradient overlay, drop shadow, all sorts of stuff to make this look cool. So let's just kind of go through that really quick. The bevel and emboss, you can choose between outer bevel, inner bevel, kind of all of these look cool. So just find what you're looking for. Stroke emboss, all of those look pretty cool. I actually like this pillow emboss. It's pretty sweet. But I'm going to go with the first outer bevel that I had. And then you can see all the values there if you want to pause the video, zoom in, and check out the values. The stroke, I just did a 1 pixel wide. You can make this bigger if you want. But I think it looks not as good. So I just did a very, very, very thin stroke, 1 pixel, just a black color. Inner shadow here, I have it set to normal, and I have the opacity at 60, and I've played with these. You can play with these and get them bigger or smaller, depending on what you're looking for. And the gradient overlay, you can see that that is I made this a radial, and I made it big. I scaled it up. So if I scale this down, you'll see what starts to happen. Bring the opacity up so you can see it. You can see what I'm doing there. That's it in case you wanted to add just a little more of that epic look to it, but that vignette look. But you don't have to do that. In fact, I'm going to take that one off. I like just the white clean. So this is what you're gonna make, the final product, and glory to God, it looks pretty sweet. And I hope you guys are blessed. Let me know if you have any questions and subscribe if you like. God bless.